Well, speaking of a little spark, Gotham, Angel City.
Thank God. We needed that.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Sports Are Fun. I'm your host, Kelley O'Hara.
I'm the personality hire, BJ Beckwith.
And I'm Greydy Diaz, aka Mid-Range Mommy.
Greydy's back.
Greydy's back.
What's up, Mid, I always say it wrong. I always say mid-range. Mid-range
I was just
mommy.
with Midge on Friday.
There you go.
Yep.
I would like to be with Mitch on
Mid-range
Friday.
mommy is back. And listen, we have our honey deuces.
Honey deuce dupes.
Dupes. BJ forgot his cup, so he is drinking out of a solo cup,
Go easy
which
on me.
is perfect for him since he is 25 years old. Cheers, everybody. I feel like yesterday was the last day you could really enjoy one, but like, who's really counting? So
Yeah.
And everyone listening or watching can decide if these are cocktails or mocktails by the end of the show.
Let's see
Do
how
we
we
even
do.
know? I don't know. We got a lot to talk about today. We got US Open, obviously, some shakeups in the NWSL standings. We have to talk WNBA clinching with an I. DJ? No? You don't want to talk about that anymore?
I don't talk about that anymore.
We got a new baby in the sports world.
We did.
And some drama going down in Chicago. Full range today.
Chicago on every sport, women's sport.
Yeah,
Yes.
lots happening in the city of Chicago.
Shout out Chicago.
Shout out Chicago. But first, let's talk about US Open. Sabalenka went back to back.
Yes.
BJ is stoked.
I'm
stoked.
pumped.
The show is a fan of Sabalenka.
A big fan of something.
Big fan. We are big fans here. But before we get into the finals, I want to talk semis because the semis were so exciting. Pegula versus Sabalenka, Osaka versus Anisimova. Both players that lost won the first set.
I didn't notice that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I went
Did
back
not
and looked because I was
notice
like, why were they so exciting? Obviously, they both went to 3 sets.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, both players who lost won the first set. Unfortunately, Jessica Pegula could not make it through Sabalenka. She is world number 1. So, and that game or match was fantastic. But I thought the Osaka Anisimova match was insane. I stayed up
So
till
entertaining.
1 a.m.,
Yes.
which was very unlike me.
We know.
That's how
Anybody
exciting
could
it
have
was.
really won.
Say it again?
Anybody could have really won.
No, I felt like that for both semifinals. And what I thought was interesting was the emotion that was coming out from the players. I feel like it's because every player was like, I can be in the final. Like, I am on this level. I could win. And you felt that. Like, you had Anisimova fighting with her coaches.
Smacking herself with her tennis
hitting-
racket.
Yes. Naomi throwing her racket.
It was entertaining.
Yeah,
Bound.
there was so much emotion that came out in these semis, and I loved that.
Sabalenka's battle cry when she won.
Oh my God.
Literally, highlight of the day for me. It was so funny.
Because you liked it, or because
I loved
you,
it.
Okay.
No, I loved it. Literally, I'm watching it. I'm like texting with my sister, and I'm like Sabalenka battle cry.
Yeah, truly.
And like all the Instagram captions, hear her roar.
Yes.
I really like this tiger thing that she has going on.
Is it tiger or lion? Does she have a lion tattoo or a tiger tattoo?
I don't know that, but I do like how they're like call her like the tiger.
I mean, she is.
She's fierce. Yeah.
Went back to back. Oh, that's a tiger.
Oh,
Yeah, and they call her
Right?
like the tiger.
I love it. Well, it's in line with her roaring.
Do you think she'll three-peat?
Next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what I really loved about this US Open was how it was just obviously the semis were very exciting, but I felt like the entire tournament was. And when we had Renee on ahead of the tournament, she talked about how no one really is, there's on the men's side, you have Sinner and you have Alcaraz, right? That we don't really have that yet on the women's side.
Yeah.
Nor do we. I don't really know if I want it. I actually
No.
kind
I
of
feel
find
like
the
I
men's
don't
side
want
is
it.
quite
Open
boring
playing field.
The
at
men's
this
side
point.
compared was way less interesting to watch.
Exactly, because you kind of
You kind of knew what was gonna happen each match.
right. So that's why I
Which is
love
ironic
this US
because the
Open.
world number 1 still won, and we were like, oh, didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I know, but it wasn't a shoe-in.
Yeah, no,
like
it wasn't a shoo-in.
it wasn't a guarantee. But yeah, semifinals were amazing. Obviously, they were good enough to keep me up until 1 a.m.
Yeah, which is no small feat.
Yes, but I did. So as much as I was sad that Pegula did not make it to the finals, I'm glad Anisimova did because we had an American in the final to cheer for. The crowd was so behind her in the finals, and I don't know what it would have been like if we had 2 Americans in it.
That's true.
It would have been weird.
I feel like tennis is one of those sports where I don't necessarily go for the American. I just go for whichever player. Like I was going for Osaka, once she made it to semifinals.
Yeah.
So like she represents Japan, right? But it's one of those sports where everybody is so good and it's that single player sport. And I'm just like, I'm rooting for everyone in a way.
You want everybody to get participation trophy?
To me, it doesn't matter if you're American or not.
See, I texted BJ after the final. I said, American. This is how I root for tennis players. Americans, Sabalenka, everyone else. Or no, I think I said like Muhova.
You did.
Iga, and then I put Naomi in number 3, and everyone else.
No, but I want to hear what you think. But like, I was not rooting for American in the final. I was rooting for just Sabalenka.
Really?
She won me over.
That is crazy because
I'm usually an American down.
This has been
I'm patriotic down in sports.
Are you though with Canada?
Yeah, exactly.
Easy on me.
We have some tape we could roll there.
Easy on me now.
No, I feel like your love for Sabalenka has gone on a journey.
It has.
A little bit this
She
year.
really won me over this year.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm really a fan.
I feel like she's won over a lot of people, and she's very fun to watch. And let's talk about the final. It was super exciting. Great final. Exciting to see her like win that.
I wish it went to 3 sets.
I did
at least.
too. I was cheering very hard for Aryna Sabalenka. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't. I wanted the American to win.
Sabalenka, remember who was
I
on your
wanted.
side.
Okay. I also wanted to go to 3 sets, and it looked like it could, but then Sabalenka was just too.
But I do want to say though, and I was listening to the commentators obviously because I wasn't in person, but I just feel like she won because of her experience, like for sure. And that's what the commentators kept saying. They're like, Aryna Sabalenka's so young, she is good, she can be great, but like this is a seasoned veteran versus a new girl.
It's true.
And it was just, you could see it, like her emotions got the best of her nerves got the best of her, and Sabalenka's was just, like there was no denying she was gonna win
for
that.
sure. You could tell that experience went out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite parts of the final was seeing Sabalenka get to do a champagne shower with her team. And I don't think I've ever seen that in tennis before.
I don't think so. I've never seen it.
I feel like this is the first time US Open's ever done it. I've never seen footage of a champagne shower
but
locker
this is
situation.
what I like about Sabalenka. She's gonna lose and be devastated and put her emotions on her sleeve, but she's also gonna win and be all of the emotions and put her everything on her sleeve.
For sure, that's why she is so likable as a player, because she is so transparent, so vulnerable in what she puts out into the world and showing her emotions. She like you said, she wears it all on her sleeve. And the thing about tennis being a single person sport, it's like you win and they're just like on the court alone. You know? But obviously then they go up to their box and they get to hug their family, their team. But it is a bit, but it was funny because I was in the arena for the final and you see them go through celebrating alone, they go to celebrate with their box, but then they have to put together the whole stage for the trophy presentation.
So you have to wait a minute.
Yeah, but the 2 athletes just go and sit in their chairs and they just sit and wait
and watch.
Oh, whoa.
and they just sit there and
that
wait
is so bizarre.
for like alone, because it is. And I guess I mean I've obviously never done that. I'm celebrating with the team.
But it's weird that the coaches don't come down.
I know. I actually think that too.
Or someone.
Yeah. So
that is weird. Well, I mean, I did
that's
see
why I
on
really liked the champagne shower because I like to see them celebrating together. And champagne shower is one of the most fun things to do.
And we're so used to seeing it with
team sports.
A full team. So to see it with one person, she was getting soaked. I was like, this can't be. This must be crazy.
But
she
she
even
got to do it
experienced
with
that.
her team, and that's what I think people. Obviously, it is a single person sport, but there is a team behind every athlete. Well, we are on the show very happy for Sabalenka, although I was cheering against you. I'm not going to deny that. But
like I was always on your side.
Still, yes, BJ was on your side the whole time. Excited to see what Aryna Sabalenka does
and
forward.
I did like her post-conference speech. How she said she didn't fight for her dreams hard enough today.
No. And I when I saw that quote, I was like, BJ is going to want to talk to her and be like, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
But she's young.
She's so young.
I think she's like early 20s.
She took time off for mental health, came back, has done the best she's ever done. And to go from 6-0, 6-0 in the Wimbledon final to then find herself back in the US Open final. ESPN, I think they put that stat up. They were like, only player. And I was like, is that necessary? But it kind of is. Honestly, I wouldn't see that as a slight. I think that's like a pretty fucking great
you made it
stat.
to 2 slam finals. You have what it takes to get there. You just need to put the finishing pieces together.
And to go from to be completely honest, 6-0, 6-0 in tennis is like getting beat 5-0 in a final, in soccer. And that's demoralizing.
Yeah.
No, better way to put it.
No, yeah.
But to be like, yeah, I'm going to pick myself back up and
get to another final and
Crazy.
a month later.
Yeah.
Like, that's very impressive.
Good for her.
Me.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Loved
I don't
watching.
think we're done seeing her.
No, absolutely not. And
I do think it's inspiring to see that she did take those years off and then came back and is in 2 slam finals this year.
I think like a couple months, not years, but months.
Oh, did I say years?
Yeah.
Couple months.
But yeah.
She took a time off.
Yeah, she took time off. Yeah,
Took a break.
Yeah. Well, sad that the slams are over for 2025.
We are
but
sad.
we will be sat for 2026, locked in.
We will.
I feel like we're like almost a tennis podcast now.
Ace.
Eight. But okay, one last thing before we got to talk about Townsend. Unfortunately, could not win, and we were pulling for her hard.
We were.
But incredible tournament by her.
On and off the court.
On and off the court. So excited to see what she can do in doubles, in singles. She's now.
She made a fan out of us.
Exactly, 100%. So shout out to her.
I do wonder, though, given all of her success, her growth, socially, I wonder if a brand is going to give her a clothing deal, or is she going to really build out her own?
One?
No, that's why she was rocking her own brand all tournament. And
That Flames set she was
Yeah.
wearing was
Yeah.
fire.
But I would love to see her kind of like build that out.
I guess I kind of thought that was a brand, being
Her
like,
brand.
her own. She
Yeah.
should absolutely. I would like to see more tennis players. Well, I just think there's some white space in the tennis gear
Yeah.
category that
talked
I'd
about
like
this, yeah.
tennis players to lean into, but
Yeah.
they're a little busy.
I was pretty
guess.
bored with some of these outfits, to be
Same.
honest.
I was
Although Naomi's
First
her
one?
dresses, I was just like, how are you playing with the puff?
can't
Like
stand the
puff,
bubble
like,
skirt.
Lately.
Can't stand
You can't stand
Doesn't
what?
surprise
the bubble
me.
skirt.
Yeah, I was just like, how are you playing with this?
This doesn't surprise me.
But
Hey,
But
you
she
don't
was
get
the
it.
only one who was really leaning into the fashion. So
Oh,
I will
yeah.
give her that.
and Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor was
Yeah,
good.
for
Taylor
sure.
was
For
good.
sure. She also had like a kind of a bubble skirt situation.
It had little
going on.
flames on the bottom.
Yeah, it was
It
flames.
was sick. And I feel like the best fit, other than Naomi Osaka, was Alex Morgan.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
literally, her tennis fit was
Right, because it wasn't. Yeah, she, to
like, sorry.
be fair, yeah,
It was
I
a good
agree.
fit.
Yeah,
It
it was.
was.
It
Definitely
was.
was.
Yeah, I have ideas. So if anybody wants
And
them,
we have our resident marketing genius.
exactly. We are also a marketing podcast.
First and foremost, we're an ideas generator.
We are an incubator here. Speaking of Alex Morgan, she has had
Quite the month. Quite
U.S.
the month.
Open with the best outfit.
Best dressed.
Went on Call Her Daddy. Got her jersey retired last night in San Diego. Fantastic month for her.
Yeah.
And I was bummed I couldn't be at the jersey retirement. Had fam in town ahead of time, so that was already planned. But sent her a little
She's
text
the
yesterday.
first NWSL jersey retirement period.
I think she is.
Wow.
Because I think the only other person
Megan
would
Rapinoe was
be-
retired from Seattle Reign. I could be wrong.
Oh, Lauren Holiday.
I knew Megan
How can we
Rapinoe.
forget her?
I knew Megan Rapinoe.
I am curious though. Lauren Holiday, her jersey retired by FC Kansas City in 2015. But if FC Kansas City went away to Utah and then came back as Casey Curran, is her jersey still retired under
Ooh, great question.
Oh, that
the
is a
Kansas
good-
in Kansas City?
I think it should be.
Same.
I think it should be.
No, same.
But
What's her jersey number?
what? I think Cheney's was 12.
Yeah, I think it was
Sorry,
12.
Lauren Holiday.
Is there a 12 right now in Casey Curran?
10, 11,
Uh-oh.
roll, 13, no 12. Wow.
Respect.
Okay. I hope that's intentional. Surely it is, because
It has to be. No, it has to be.
All right, well, Alex Morgan's not the first player in NWSL history, but very deserving.
Maybe first one for San Diego Wave.
definitely is the first one
is
for
the
San
first
Diego
one for San
Wave.
Diego Wave.
And Allie had an incredible speech.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Obviously, just talking about her career and everything that she's been able to do, and more importantly, the impact that she's made on the game. And I
Yeah.
think we saw a lot of that in the podcast taping. And I was blown away by some of the things that she had to endure as a mother. I was like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? But she's really trailblazed so that things are changing and will continue to change in the NWSL.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people think of Alex Morgan and think on the field soccer player. But, and not that people don't know this about her, but she truly did have so much impact off the field in all of the different things that we fought for as players. She was huge in the anti-harassment, like building that policy. She was huge in motherhood and getting treatment that was necessary. And
I mean, she talked about not being able to get a seat for her child on the plane, and she was just like, this is not how it's going to work.
Right.
I'm not getting on this bus or this plane unless my child has a seat.
Oh yeah, no. That was Alex. Like she would. That's exactly right.
And now the policy, I believe, is if your child is one and under, they won't get a seat. But if they're 1 and older, they'll get a seat. Yeah. Improvement.
No. So one of my very good friends, and very lucky to have been able to play with her and call her a friend. And yeah, she changed so much for not just the league, but like women's soccer across the globe. And I hope that players continue to look to her, call on her for her advice, for her leadership in like making sure that they, the current generation, continue to do all the things and fight for all the things that are necessary to continue to push forward, because there's still stuff that has to be done. And she did a lot for the sport, but
and I think she will. I mean, she's an investor. Yeah. But I think also we have to talk about how she got to have her jersey retired where she grew up. Like that doesn't happen for every player.
No, I know. I remember so she was with Orlando, your team. And then San Diego was coming in as an expansion team. And I remember how excited she was to be able to be like, I can go home and potentially end my career here. And, it was important for her to be part of building that. And like you said, she's an investor now. So she's just, again, she's one of one. It's still weird that she's not playing. Like, it's weird to not see her on the field, but she will continue to have such an impact on the game moving forward, no matter what. So, yeah. And I won't tell any not safe for work stories about her on this
What's one of your favorite memories with her?
Oh, there's too many. And there's too many. And she truly, we have so many on the field, but it was the off the field and like going through the journey together and the little moments and the behind the scenes and the travel and the hotel rooms and the bus rides and the ups and downs of the life that is a professional soccer player. Got to do it all with her. So yeah.
So sweet.
I know. It's like weird seeing, it's like, God, I can't believe we're all in this next chapter, but Alex is one of one, and I wonder if she has anything else planned for.
Oh, she has to.
Yeah.
I'm sure she does.
But okay, I will say the one last thing I will say. I did on social media this morning. I saw a picture of her and Servando. He was holding Enzo, and Charlie was standing in front of her.
Cute.
And I was like, wow, I might get emotional talking about this. It's like really special to see people that you like love and care about so much, and like how much of an impact she had on people while she played, and how incredible and accomplished she was playing. But now I'm like, look at this world she's created with her family, and it's just beautiful, and I'm really happy for her, and it's really cute. I don't know. Sorry, I get emotional when I talk about this. It is. But yeah, very, very, a very proud friend in so many ways. Wow.
Yeah. No, but that's real, and I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same way about your legacy and everything that you've done. So I mean, kudos to everyone. It's like, because again on the podcast you did talk about how the U.S. team really changed the game, and you were part of her journey and part of those experiences. So
no, for
shout
sure.
out to you too.
Thanks, Greydy. It was we got to be part of a very special group of players that went through those years with the national team and all the things that we were able to accomplish and do and take the sport to the next level. And yeah, it was cool. Okay, but now let's talk about NWSL. If it looks like I've been crying, I have. What was your favorite game of the weekend, Greydy and BJ? No.
Well, my favorite was definitely not watching Orlando lose.
That was
5-0.
sick. That was sick.
I'm upset.
What's the issue? What's going on?
I mean, we lost Banda, and that's our girl, right?
Okay. They lost Banda, yes. But getting scored on 5 times
in the second half.
Banda was not in the defense. And they went from being
Banda was not.
She was
in the
not in the
defense.
defense. Like, they were the number one defense last year to then get scored on. And again, no one come for me because I have been on a Chicago Renaissance. But to then get scored on by the bottom team 5 times and you're the reigning number one champion and defense that's not losing a band.
It's a mid-season
that's something
slump.
else.
Oh yeah,
not good.
I am shocked.
I'm literally
by the scoreline.
Was at the Gotham game and I saw the scoreline and I literally gasped.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No, same. I think
Chicago
I had an audible
had
gasp
to win that game because it was their first game in Martin Stadium.
Were they playing that? They played.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
did already move to that
They
stadium.
moved. They had one game there.
I thought it was going to start next season.
It
same.
was supposed to, but they played there.
Oh, really?
So they
Wow.
really blessed that stadium.
True,
and
yeah.
They did.
It's foreshadowing for what the 2026
come.
season
Knock it out
looks
of the
like
park
for them.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about them moving?
Oh, I think it's a. I mean, Chicago. It's like, should we just have a large Chicago talk right now? No, maybe we can. I just think there's a lot of issues in Chicago that need to get sorted out, and
Like publicly, like safety wise,
oh,
or like fan experience.
no.
Is that what you mean?
What do you mean?
Because you said, should we just have a larger Chicago?
No. I mean like sports teams, not like crime rate in Chicago.
Right. That's on me. Cut it.
Cut it. No, I mean them moving to the stadium. Beautiful stadium. It is turf, so I am kind of like, why? I think that
is it worth it
NWSL
to play on turf if you're going to have an easier fan accessibility?
No,
Oh,
I think that they need to figure it out.
yeah. Fuck the fans, I guess, huh?
Well, no, I just think the number one priority should be quality on the pitch.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but do you think they could switch out the turf and put real grass
No.
in
They
there?
won't.
It's on
They won't.
Northwestern's campus,
Yeah.
which is a plus for me because my best friend
Grady's pumped on it.
is an MBA student at Kellogg right now. So when I look at her location, she's
Literally
right
right next to
behind.
it?
Yeah, right next to it.
Yeah.
Grady's going to be a Chicago fan.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Are you gonna jump ship?
She said, Orlando who?
You know, I'm not I'm pretty loyal, but I like to see my options.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
right. A good
We're still
game's a good
dating. We're
game.
still dating.
Oh,
good
okay.
game is a good game.
Yeah, you got to go to a game there. When it comes to this score line, though,
Yeah.
part of me is like, is something going on in Orlando beyond Banda being out for the season? Because they have not won since she went down.
I don't think they've won since coming back from the summer break.
That too. And to me, they were a team last year that would go down, and even at the beginning of this year, they would go down a goal. They would need a goal. They would be tied, something. They'd need something late, and they would figure it out.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is the sign of a team that overcome obstacles, is cohesive, understands the game plan, knows what to do. It seems like it's all crumbled.
Yeah, and I feel like last year,
team
at the
doesn't
beginning of this
exist anymore.
season, they had so many options off the bench to be readily available who
Right.
would still come in and be threats on, or potential starters on other teams. But I am not worried about them making it to playoffs. I think they have a big enough cushion.
They do,
But
yeah.
I am worried about their longevity in playoffs. Like, I don't think they're going to make it very far if they keep it up this
That was
way.
my exact note. I said they'll make playoffs, but will they go far?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it.
But I do think now is the time to take your dip. You
Right.
set up a good enough cushion for yourself in the beginning of the season. But so maybe they'll turn around and prove us wrong and do a repeat.
Yeah, and if there's things that need to be addressed, address them
Now.
now.
But they just signed Mexican star Lizbeth, so maybe she'll provide a little bit more of a punch.
a little spark.
Yeah.
A little spark that they need.
Well, speaking of a little spark, Gotham, Angel City.
Thank God. We needed that.
BJ was on the.
I was on the ground for that one.
Train of getting off the season ticket membership.
For real.
You were close to it.
It was close, but thank God. Back-to-back wins for Gotham.
I know.
It was Angel City was the better team in the first half, like without a doubt. They looked really good. Gotham could not do anything. And so that second half, they put in Midge Purse and Roosevelt and like complete game changers, literally within the first 5 minutes of them being on, 2 goals from the two of
Midge
them with
had an assist,
contributions.
right? Yeah. Rose
I know that's
scored.
right. But it was just 2 different teams. And I don't know what happened between halftime, but Angel City crumbled. And everything that was dominant that they were doing was not in the second half. So a little alarming for them moving forward. But
Right.
That ain't got to do anything with me.
Yeah,
Where's
that's
Gotham in the standings right now?
They jumped to 6th.
Ooh, right behind Orlando.
Yep.
I know that's
and speaking of Angel City and having some concerns, one of their biggest stars has indeed left for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Has it been? It's been confirmed that she has signed.
Confirmed.
She's there.
She came out on
Well,
the
yeah,
Chelsea.
we saw the TMZ style pictures of her in the airport.
No. She came out during Chelsea's
that's
opened
right.
up this
She put out a
weekend, and she
statement.
no. Well, I mean, yes.
Sorry. No.
Yes,
No.
she posted
We saw
on
pictures.
Instagram.
No.
Right. Let
She
me
posted a
speak.
statement.
Normalize speaking.
My bad.
Thank you so
You're
much.
up. You're
Thank
up.
you so much. So as Kelley said, we saw TMZ photos, we saw Instagram statement, we saw goodbye and thank you, blah, 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 blah. But what I was gonna say is,
what were you gonna say?
She came out during the opening match Chelsea's game, she came out and waved to the fans in the arena and they were like, welcome Alyssa Thompson.
All right, so she's
So
down.
she's there and she was in her jersey.
Wow.
She's gotten the red carpet rolled out for her on this entry.
As she should.
I do have a question though. We talked about how the transfer fee doesn't go to the player, but is there any pay transparency when it comes to what these players are really making in Europe right now, as in comparison to the NWSL?
So they don't have. I don't want to misquote this, but I don't think that they have a salary cap the way that we do in the NWSL. That is one of the bigger issues. Is that these players are like, hey, I could make
Who knows?
however much more, X more over there than I can here because NWSL has a salary cap. So I think that contributes to it. I don't think that they have I don't think their salaries are public. NWSL salaries aren't public yet.
They're not. I actually looked at one the other day.
Who's were you looking for?
No business.
But yeah, I mean, it was odd because I feel like Alyssa Thompson just signed with Angel City. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, what was going on there? What happened with
probably
that
got a lot
contract?
more money.
In my defense, or her defense, and speaking neutrally, I do think these European, like Chelsea, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Manchester City, I think these are just like dream teams to play for.
Oh,
and
for sure.
I don't think this is going to be like where she spends the rest of her career.
Let's
I
be
think she
real.
will come back.
It's dream.
But I do
dream.
think it's like you grew up watching these
yeah.
ones, and so it's like this is what you looked at, and you were like, oh, I really want to play for this team at one point in my career, and now is the chance.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it is like, ooh, NWSL, NWSL. Ugh. I think it's more
No.
like, I can do this now.
But I don't think it's easy to play away from your family. Even on the WNBA side, when players do have to go overseas, they talk about how hard it is, no matter where they are, to be away from their families for holidays and missing birthdays. So for me, it's just like, I don't know. I kind of just really think it's the money. I don't know if it's the story. I don't know. It's
for
like
me, again, like
it's
you're
hard
looking
to
at
like.
Alyssa Thompson, under 21. You're looking at Katarina Macario, unmarried.
Yeah.
You're looking at Naomi Gurira, unmarried without kids. So you're just like,
Why are you bringing up their personal lives,
because,
bro?
like she said, it's hard to play away from your family. You're a young 20-something. You can kind of fly by the seat of your pants a
It
little
is
bit more.
very true. It is very true.
Right.
No, I mean,
Let's get young turn in Europe.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. Hey, let's go.
Thank you.
The bag is calling.
The bag is calling before you guys settle down.
I'm unmarried.
And I'm unmarried. I'm unwed, no kids. Let me out.
All right, well, another thing that in the WSL was London City made their debut in the WSL. They played Arsenal. They did lose 4-1.
Yeah.
However, they did score first. The end means nothing.
I was going to say, it meant nothing. Also, it was a PK.
Oh, okay, well.
So it really meant nothing.
Well,
to
you
me.
know what? They signed 16 players in this offseason. They are making moves, and I'm excited.
I want to go on the record.
To play Arsenal in the home opener is tough. You're not.
I'm not
you're
a fan
excited.
of super teams.
Oh my God, really? Well, you're a fan of Gotham, and we were a super team.
And look how that worked out
year.
for you
I know,
last year.
bad.
Yeah. I was a fan of super teams, and then Gotham FC 2024.
So you're like, absolutely not.
I just don't, I
We
think it's too
need-
much star power. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not a fan of it. However, they
I don't
did
disagree
just
because-
sign that new French girl.
Grace Gioro.
Yeah, they
PSG's
signed
Grace
her from
Gioro.
PSG, and I was really enamored by her during the Euros, so I am a fan of her.
Okay, so you're not a fan of London City because they're a super team, but they added a superstar player who you are a fan of. End of chapter.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure we're
We're on the same page, same
okay.
book.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of super teams?
No,
Okay.
I don't think super teams work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's move on.
And closing this chapter and moving on to our next chapter, the WNBA, where we will be in playoffs by Sunday. in this current week, we will start playoffs.
That went so fast.
I know, I'm
comes at
not
you
ready.
fast.
It's like, why? Why does it have to be so quick, the season?
It was really quick. But okay.
I feel like that's a little rude.
We have 6 teams clinched with an I.
With an I. Good job.
We have 7 teams
7,
clinched.
yes.
Okay, so who's clinched though? We have the Fever, the Lynx.
Well, let's go from the top.
Okay, let me guess.
Oh, you're
Lynx?
guessing.
I'm
Okay.
guessing. Lynx.
Close your eyes.
Lynx, Aces.
Dream. I'm going to guess
Oh,
with you.
Atlanta Dream.
Dream.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Phoenix.
Yep.
5, Liberty.
Yep. 6, Valkyries.
Valkyrie.
7, Fever.
Whoa, Valkyries are high.
They are high. Look at them.
One
Expansion
more
team.
spot. Who's gonna make
Punching.
it in?
So the
Right.
last spot is between the Sparks and
And
Seattle Storm.
I would love the Sparks in my heart, but I think Seattle Storm are gonna get it.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
And I also am on that same journey with you.
You want the Sparks, but you think
I
the
do,
Storm.
yeah. I would like to see the Sparks win. I think that would be really good for LA,
for sure.
you know?
Yeah.
Who would you want?
I mean, I think I agree with you guys, but I do feel like Seattle is the stronger team.
Agreed.
I do feel like LA is still quite young. I'd like to see Seattle in that 8th spot.
All right, well, what do we think about, you already brought this up, but Valkyries making the playoffs.
Love
First
it.
expansion team to ever make the playoffs.
Love it.
I want to go back to when the coach, what's her name?
Natalie Nakase.
Natalie Nakase,
Nakasa, yeah.
Like,
at the beginning, when she was having to make cuts, right? Had to cut Chen. But she said, listen, like, I have to choose the right players for the combination, right? I can't pick a super team. Can't put together, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you know what? She's standing on her decisions.
On business.
And granted, Chen has been brought back in, which is great.
Yep.
But to me, I was like, that's the type of head coach you want leading an expansion team that's not going to let outside noise make decisions for her. And then now, fast forward to now, her comment about making the playoffs. And she was like, they're celebrating, but I basically told them, like, cut it out.
Yeah,
We can
it's
celebrate
not a
for an
party
hour, and there's nothing to celebrate here. We have playoffs to play.
I love her mentality as
Yeah.
a coach. Like, she really is focused on the main thing, and she has these expectations for her team, and she's clearly a great motivator, a great leader. And I mean, just the spark that she has provided to that team. And she has, if you look at her coaching history, she's been an incredible coach that people have really loved. But to see her step up as this head coach and really push this team and will them towards the playoffs is incredible. But again, holding her team accountable and again, not letting them get too high right now, which I think is how it needs to be. And for you to have, the 6th spot? That's kidding. That's amazing.
So
amazing.
Good. And not only to me, I'm like, they have the right equation going on the court with their players, with coaching staff. They also, off the court, their fan experience, everything they've put behind that team, how they've kicked off this first season in the WNBA. It is one of the most exciting places to watch basketball in the WNBA, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Got to go to a game and I was blown away. It's akin to Barclays Center.
For sure.
On a regular season night. Truly, it was. And
their
I
new
was.
mascot is incrable, as we've seen.
Yes.
Rivals, I think.
No Ellie, but you know.
Not rivals.
What's her
they're
name?
sisters.
Violet. Their sister.
They're
Violet.
sisters.
Violet. Yeah. But so I mean, Valkyries. Shout out Valkyries.
Wait, but they did break the WNBA all-time record attendance with 22 sellout games this season. So
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Exactly.
It's awesome, and that's what you want to see coming into these leagues. You want ownership. You want the entire organization, franchise, to be set up in a way to succeed. Fans love it. Players love it. It's a win-win for the league. Everything's great.
Wait, but did you know they won't be playing their first playoff game at home?
Will they? Because
They won't.
Oh, they
because
won't.
there was
because
a
there's
scheduling
6.
conflict. There's actually a tennis event.
What?
But coach did say, hey, it's still a home game for us. The players will still be able to sleep in their own homes, which is nice, but they're playing in a completely different arena.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
hate
just took
that.
all
Yeah.
the wind out of my.
it's the Laker
Valkyrie
Cup.
You know
sails.
what? It's like even their home office did not believe in them, but they believed in
No,
themselves.
but I mean, this was scheduled over a year in advance.
All right.
So,
All
I
right, I
mean,
take it back. That is a bummer. But shout out Valkyries.
But we're still rooting for Liberty.
Obviously. Yes.
Right.
Are you?
Duh.
Okay.
Is the sky blue?
Well, Chicago Sky.
Speaking of the sky, it's been a turbulent weather.
Okay,
I ate that.
You did.
You always do that, and then you pause after.
I ate that.
Oh my God. Wait,
like
but before we move on to group chat, we got to just talk about the Aces beating the Lynx and the Aces social media that they put out. We are pulling up this graphic that the Aces put out on, what is this, Instagram? Twitter? Same thing?
All platforms.
Just in sports. This graphic is of A'ja Wilson basically stiff-arming Phee, but Phee is faded in front of a big W, showing that they won the game. Aces 97, Lynx 87. And Phee is faded into the background. This was intentional, correct?
Oh,
Of course it
100%.
was. Are you kidding me? But in
100%.
that game, A'ja Wilson showed us that she's
MVP?
that she's the best player in the game right now, I would say. But I do think Phee is having an incredible season, is in that MVP conversation, of course, and has been all year.
Mm-hmm.
It's really close to me, especially given the Aces are on a 14-game winning streak.
An absolute tear.
Did this game sway if you were a voter? Your vote.
Kinda. I mean, the way she was bodying Phee, had her like on her toes and slipping and sliding. And did you see the block in the first quarter? Oh my! I think it was the first quarter, first half at least. I was like, oh my gosh.
I wish there
kept
was
her to 12 points. A'ja kept Phee to 12 points for the whole game.
I feel like if there was a likelihood to MVP throughout the season, like a graph, right? It would have been Phee, and then like hits A'ja.
But if
Right?
you look at their, if you
Like,
look
she
at their
for sure
stats
has
this season,
as
they're
the-
pretty comparable. They're almost the same,
Right.
across the board.
But do you think because the Aces play has elevated in this second half of the season,
Yes.
people
This is when it
are
matters.
looking at A'ja
of course,
as MVP?
of course, I think
like,
this is when it
front
really
runner.
matters.
Yeah. All right.
I still do want to
but
say,
the
because we
Lynx
keep
do have
saying,
the better record
I was going to
right now.
say, the Lynx are still number
record.
one.
That is true.
Is important in
But,
that
you know,
conversation.
So we can't just be like, oh, they're on a tear. The Lynx are not on
Well,
a tear.
Aces are what, second?
Yeah.
My question is, does MVP get decided when regular season ends, or does playoffs
like
come
it-
into play?
Last year, we knew before
felt-
the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like
Was it before the
it was like
playoffs?
early playoffs. Like the final hadn't happened and we knew.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
but I
definitely.
just was
I felt
curious
later.
if voting was supposed to take into consideration playoffs.
I don't think so,
Playoffs
because we
play.
knew before the final. Like I remember 100% knowing before the final. And the Aces weren't even in it. And we already knew that A'ja was MVP.
Got it.
Oh, okay. The ballots are due on the Friday of the final week of regular season.
Voting
so
has
this
this. Should we give
Friday.
predictions of who we think is like defensive player of the year, most improved player?
Maybe we can send
we
out a
get to-
ballot to every guest who's been on, like everyone who's been on the show, and then we do adjustment sports
That's a good idea.
voting.
Whoa.
Interactive.
That's a good idea.
All right. We're finally getting into what BJ's wanted to talk about all day.
All day.
He's brought it up
week,
5
probably.
times.
All week. I brought
All
it up
week.
5 times. I'm sure it's in the edit.
The
We cut
drama in
out.
Chicago. What do we?
Turbulent skies are in the air. In the air.
In the Chicago skies.
In the storms are brewing.
Storms brewing. What we are talking about, if you do not know, is that Angel Reese gave an interview and was extremely transparent and blunt.
In front of a Chicago Sky PR staff member. That's an important note.
Good to know.
Didn't know that.
And that article has since come out, and there has been a lot of chatter around some of the things she said. So, and because of that, and because of, I guess how the team took it, maybe how front office took it, she then was suspended.
And this is after getting suspended for too many technical fouls. So it was a back-to-back double whammy for my girl.
But it was only 1.5 games, right?
Yeah, only 1.5.
So she got suspended by the club for half a game, which, before we even get into what she said, I'm like, what's the point? So you suspend her for half a game. She's still going to be in the locker room at halftime. Like, what? She's just going to roll up when
And
the game
she didn't
starts
even end up playing.
and then put on her
She was
jersey
ruled
and
out
be...
for, back.
I know,
So
but like
just
it's
that
like, but to suspend somebody for
count
half
to
a
the
game. What are you
suspension?
doing? You're sitting in the locker room when the team comes in at halftime with your jersey on, ready like, all right, guys.
No, but that's the worst part is like you can't even suspend her. You need her, and they're like, hey, you really pissed everyone off. Suit up at half.
Exactly. We're gonna have you waiting here.
Yeah,
Just
wait in
wait,
here.
just-
I hope you really learn your lesson. Get ready to ball out.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you're hydrating,
Right.
and we'll see you out
Stretch.
there. Yeah, we'll see you at halftime. Okay, so
Maybe apologize at halftime and then come back out
exactly.
there.
All right, so let's hear it. Both of y'all's thoughts. Who wants to go first?
I want
Go
Greydy
ahead.
to go
No,
first.
you go first.
This is stupid. Like, it is so stupid. She was asked direct questions about what she wanted from her league or her team, excuse me, and what the outcome. She started out positively saying she wants to spend her career in Chicago, but we need to recruit players. It is no secret that they need a point guard. No secret. And I just think everyone was being a little sensitive. And I think the suspension, she is someone who gets a lot of heat anyway. She is one of the most
No
talked
matter
about
what she
players. No matter what
says.
she says, she's one of the most talked about players. So the suspension, I think, just ignited unnecessary bullying for her online. And I think as her front office, you should know that because you didn't really create a safe environment for her. And then you also make more drama out of it than it is because now she's feeling some type of way. She's, off for a season, a game. She's feeling some type of way. Like, it just, makes more awkward tension because it's like, who said something? Who wants me to be out? Is it front office? Is it my teammates? I think it just makes it more volatile than it needed to be.
Yeah, I think she got in trouble for telling the truth. And I feel like women, especially Black women, are over-policed in this league. And I'm going to keep it real. They are. And again, as you said, anything that she says is going to be
Used.
under a microscope and
Yeah.
used against her. But if you really look at Chicago and its history, ownership, front office, it's been a disaster for years. You've had star players leave over and over. You don't have the facilities. Now you're building for 2026. Candace Parker left, Kalia Copper left, and so many others left. And Angel might leave too, and I just feel like there has been such I mean, even if you look at the trades they made last year, they could have had Sonia Citron. Are we that's
No,
a
it's
very
just-
big deal.
yeah.
They fumbled that for another player who's a little bit older. And you brought in Courtney Vandersloot. I'm sorry. She is 36 years old. She did have an injury this year. And she was never going to be your star point guard. I'm sorry, at this point in your career. She wasn't really in New York. So how did you even expect that to even happen in Chicago? No, let's be for real. There has been it's documented. And Angel did tell the truth, and maybe she should have waited till after the season, for sure. But at some point, you get tired. You get tired of the nonsense. And I think they need a clean house in Chicago.
But also, I feel like we see players make these type of statements. Dejanay very outwardly, during her trade from Dallas to the Lynx, has outwardly said more things. Like, I was never happy.
Right,
I just think
Nobody's been
seen-
happy in Chicago.
But I feel like
Nobody.
you've seen other players make statements all season long. You saw Kelsey Plum make statements about coming to the Sparks. So I just feel like this is being scrutinized so much for what?
Well, I think those are different situations in that Dejanay was very honest once she
Yeah.
left. There's nothing the Wings could do.
Yeah,
that's
that's fair.
that's her prerogative to say what she wants to say.
Yeah.
Same with Kelsey Plum.
But even Asia said stuff about the Aces, saying no one came to play, no one had heart when they were in their slump. I feel like we've seen repeatedly, and I feel like that's more same situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've seen statements like that. The coach came out and said things like, "No one on my team is playing well." So I think we've seen it repeatedly, but this time it's a big deal for why.
Yeah.
We know why.
My thing is I'm kind of I think Angel Reese is a very smart and savvy person and player and businesswoman. And I think she approaches her playing like a business, as she should. And I'm I think that part of me thinks that there's more to it than just her ragging on her teammates and or the franchise, right? To me, I'm you don't go and say these things. I don't think she goes and says these things without having kind of, I don't want to say agenda, but a reason behind coming forward and being this blunt and being this honest and calling people out.
And she is the ultimate teammate. It's documented too. She's the ultimate leader. Most people that play with Angel Reese talk very highly, whether it's in Unrivaled or whether it's in the league.
Yeah. So to me, I'm kind of like, does she want to get traded? Like, does she want, her
She just bought a crib there, so that would stink.
Well,
but I mean, it is
investment
what
piece,
it is.
or investment in real estate. But, like, I'm kind of, my thinking when I saw this, I'm like, well, seems like she wants.
She has something cooking.
Yeah, like it as much as she says, I would love to spend my career in Chicago, does she really want to? Like, yes, maybe if all these things change, but does she really think they're going to change? Probably not. Like, therefore, is it worth going out and saying all these things for the purpose of being like, yeah, like, trade me,
Yeah. I mean, maybe other teams are hearing this and thinking like, oh, we can do something with us,
Right. So,
but I do want to say
those were my.
That's a good idea, though. That's a good thought.
Yeah.
I do like what they have cooking in Chicago with her and Camila Cardoso. I do like that combo. I think they need
a
more,
point guard.
But yeah, exactly. I need a point guard. But I do like the two of them together. I feel like that is the two things that Chicago has successful for them out of their starting five.
I will say there is a way to go about speaking about your teammates, about your franchise.
And I do find it interesting that it was so volatile. The players were so upset. This is the narrative that's going around. They're so upset that Angel talked about them to the media that they then turn around and talk about her in the exact same way.
I thought that was BS.
And then they didn't get suspended a half.
Like, you know what? That's a great
Clock
point. No, it's a
it.
great point. It's a great point.
Sometimes it just all seems so childish. You know?
It was very childish.
You know, but I hope that whatever Chicago needs to figure out, they figure out, because I think that city deserves a healthy, productive, successful WNBA franchise. And hopefully lessons were learned on both sides of this, from whatever you want to take from it. You know, maybe Angel was like, yeah, I said exactly what I wanted to say and I got moves planned. Or she was like, yeah, maybe I could have worded that better. Who knows what it is. But we'll just have to stay tuned.
But I do think she meant it with kindness. As in, like, I want to stay in Chicago. I want to build here. I think that was the sentiment and what was meant to be said. And I think that was, like, the point of this press talk. But I do think a lot of it was taken out of context. And it was, like, something she probably said in passing that the players are like, oh, like, I am working hard. Why am I not? You need better, Let's start the movement. Angel to the Liberty 2026.
And she loves it here, though. But
I'd be courtside, trust.
But anyway, let's talk about fun things.
Let's talk fun.
There has been a baby. A baby has arrived in the world.
You would have thought I had the baby. The amount of notifications.
I have to know. And we are talking about Sophia Wilson had a baby. Congrats, Sophia.
Congrats, Sophia.
Oh, excited for you.
We love you. Put on your boots.
Cannot wait to meet her. Yeah. He's just like, all right, you got a week. Put your boots on.
Put your boots back on, girl.
You're crazy.
Yes,
I do have to know.
What?
Did you receive more texts from Taylor Swift getting engaged or Sophia Wilson having her baby? Be honest.
Taylor Swift getting engaged.
I knew it. But
there was a bigger demographic there.
Right.
So I got a lot of texts from Taylor Swift getting engaged.
This is Taylor Swift is like pop culture.
Yeah,
Sophia
that's like
Smith
everyone.
Sophia Wilson is your sports demographic.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, but you would have thought I had the baby. Congrats! I'm like, thank you.
I worked so hard for this.
I worked so hard for this.
Oh man.
Welcome to the world, Gigi.
Yes, cannot wait. Oh my God, it's so exciting.
Lace up those boots.
We're not gonna cry again about babies and family. Another fun thing that happened this week, Stud Buds was in Vogue. Yo!
So cool.
Okay, we're pulling up the photos now. They look fantastic.
They look
Yes,
cool.
they do.
What do you think of the fits, BJ, our resident fashion expert?
I like them. I wish they the last one where they're in like the green. I like how, I like when they are
Obsessed.
coordinating like that.
Yes.
Courtney's tie is green to match the t-shirt. But I like it. I like it a lot. And I don't know if you caught it. Link's green.
There you go.
So I think it's cool. I think
to
this
be.
is such a fun crossover and such an accomplishment for the Stud Buds.
I know, Stud Buds. What a year.
It's
What a
their
year for the Stud Buds.
What a year. We love it. I like these fits. They look
They're
good.
fun.
They're
Yeah,
fun.
they look really good. Vogue cover stars.
Well, digital.
Yeah, well, it's all the same to me.
It's not.
I know. All right, well, I think that's
we have to
What
address
do we have to talk about? One last thing?
aces, dress as your type.
Oh, yes.
If you
This
guys
was
can't
so
tell,
good.
we're dressed as our types as well.
No, we are absolutely not.
I'm definitely not.
Did you?
No. Stop pissing me off.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Leave me alone.
All right, so if you guys are listening, we are pulling up the ESPN. Well, I guess, did Asia post this? Who posted this first?
Asia posted this, yeah.
Asia posted on Instagram a reel of the Aces had a party that was dress as your type, and it was hilarious. And they filmed everybody walking through the door, dressed as their type, and they nailed this. This was fantastic. We thought about dressing as our type today, but
We did. But we didn't.
But we didn't. We did not. This is not dress as your type. But any call outs, any shout outs
my
from
favorite
this?
was Nalissa dressing as Dejanay,
So
like
funny.
literally in what she would wear.
So-
like,
it's so good.
Those are probably hers, maybe.
100%.
And I can't let this go without bringing it up. Is Jackie Young gay? This might have been the outing of the year.
So, because she came as...
She came in
As
a
a baddie.
full baddie outfit.
So, do we have any... We assume...
we're gonna assume, since it was posted with consent, we're
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
assume.
like she participated in
Yeah,
this.
she participated.
Therefore...
I'm not jumping to conclusions
I mean,
here.
if it's a hell of a way to come out.
Hell of a way to come out.
Like, this is my type.
Yeah, I thought this was fun. Every year, the Aces put out like one really funny video.
Yeah.
And I love that they waited till they were, really doing well, because this wouldn't have, like, Becky Hammond would have been like, ain't no way.
There's no
you're
denying
putting
that
this
type
out.
right there.
He just like, I know that type. What is ILBB2?
I actually have no
I
idea.
love a
Bad.
bitch too.
Yeah.
Two?
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually
alright.
did not know what that meant.
Shout out to the Aces. We love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're fun.
I like how
I
they
love
have to
a
wait
theme.
until do the
No, they had
the
to wait.
funny
They
thing
couldn't put this
until-
out earlier in the season.
100%.
Are you kidding me?
You have to wait. No fun until we start winning, y'all.
I do love a theme party, and that is a very good themed party, especially with.
Whose idea do you think it was to have that theme party?
Asia's.
I kind of feel like it probably
Yeah,
was
for
theirs
sure.
too, right?
She was like, and I will be directing this reel. Everybody line up outside.
Action.
And action. And 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, man. All right. Well, we got another exciting week of women's sports ahead of us. As always, we got NWSL coming again.
Down to the wire here.
Yep. Coming down to the wire. We got San Diego Wave versus Gotham.
That'll be a good game.
That will be a good game.
Well,
That's
we actually
Friday.
didn't mention the San Diego Wave getting thumped by
They did
Houston
get
last
thumped.
night.
And Houston is right outside of
6
playoffs.
game winning streak.
Yeah. So all the teams sitting in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right in there. KC versus Washington Spirit. That'll be a good game Saturday at 7:30 p.m. That's 1 versus 2. Should be good. WNBA final games of the regular season. Lynx versus Fever Tuesday at 7:30. Valkyries versus Storm Tuesday at 10 p.m. Aces versus Sparks Thursday at 10 p.m. is the official last game of the regular season. RIP to the season. Ooh, I'm sad it's over, but playoffs will be
Playoffs will be lit.
turned up.
be good.
Yeah. As always, that's it from us.
We are blessed.
We are blessed. Like, subscribe, follow. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.